Hello, guys, and welcome back to another post-market analysis of Bank Nifty and Nifty. After a small break, after a small couple of days break, so it was an interesting day in Bank Nifty and Nifty in today's market. But let's try to understand both Bank Nifty and Nifty from a wider perspective. So let's start from our weekly chart since it's a fresh day in the week. So here we have the weekly chart of Bank Nifty. So what we have here in front of us is the Bank Nifty chart. So let's remove all the drawings first and let's try to understand this. So this particular candle, this big candle is what it is representing the price action of the Bank Nifty for the last full week. And this is just today's price action, and there is a long way to go for this candle's close. So let's not worry about this candle. So if you notice the close of the last week's price action, and that's being the high of the Bank Nifty before, you can clearly see that it is Bank Nifty's weekly chart is pretty much into this resistance area, but we haven't seen close above this. If we have seen a close anywhere above this, then that would have been a complete different story, but that's not the case. So this week you have to be extremely careful because we don't know whether it is going to give us a breakout and a close above this resistance area in the Bank Nifty's weekly chart, or we are going to see a pullback. If you see a negative candle formation there with a close anywhere below this zone, then in that case it's going to be negative. So you have to be extremely careful with this current week's price action in both Bank Nifty and Nifty. So you have to keep in mind that both are trading at their all-time high levels. So this is how it's looking. So we are into the resistance area. So in fact, today we have gone out of this resistance area and has seen a sudden drop from a certain point. So let's talk about that in our intraday's chart. That's in our 5 minutes chart. So this is how it's looking. So it was bullish in the last week, but can you say that it's going to be continuing its bullishness? May or may not be, because you see what we have here is this as a resistance zone. So you need to wait and see on a weekly time frame. If you see a close above that with a confirmation candle after that, then in that case you can which takes a couple of weeks from now. So if you see that, then on a long run you can say that yes, it is on an uptrend. Of course it is on an uptrend till this point. Okay, so after all these small corrections, pullbacks, okay, we now have see the good point is this. So let me show that. So here you can consider this as a low, and you can consider this as a high because you have two candles on either sides. So now from there, if you notice, we have seen, the good thing is we have seen a close above this small swing high, but the only problem is it is at this resistance area. So please pay attention to that, mind this resistance area while you trade. So that's the story of the Bank Nifty on a weekly time frame. Let's come down one step in the time frame and let's see how it's looking on a daily chart. So this is how it's looking on a daily chart. Now this make no sense, so let's remove that. And if you notice here, this is the okay, let me remove these two green lines as well. Okay, so first of all, what we can see is last week's last day has given us a close into this resistance area. That is why we are seeing a close into the resistance area there. In fact, it started somewhere, here. Okay, somewhere here. It has started on a weekly time frame and it has gone all the way till here. So this last candle, if it got a close under this, even that would have given us a close below this area on a weekly time frame. So until this candle it was bullish. So what we are seeing in the color of gray zone here is nothing but the all-time high of Bank Nifty, which is to be considered as a resistance area for the Bank Nifty. And that you can see that from today's candle. See, this is today's candle, and we can say that it's not a happy candle in the Bank Nifty if the Bank Nifty wants to move further high, because it's a perfect doji coming at a resistance area means there is some trouble. So in order to again come to that bullish confirmation, you need to see a close above that. Until then, we have to believe that the uptrend is may resume. In fact, okay, so from there it may come down, and also it may spend some time there, and after that it may proceed towards the upper side or towards the downside. So what you should understand from this candle is it there is a balance between buyers and sellers at this stage, at this level. So if you see one more candle getting close, especially a red candle, okay, getting close like that, then it gives us a morning star pattern, which is a negative formation. So after this, you may see some pullback towards the downside. So remember these levels in the bank nifty on a daily time frame too, and then trade accordingly. So even here, the good thing is, if you notice the price action, the swing highs and lows. So from there, see, none of these swing lows are taken down. So this swing low is still in intact in the bank nifty on a daily time frame, and this swing low is also in intact in the bank nifty on a daily time frame. So what happened here is the last candle of the last week, the last working days candle, has given us a close above this. So things are looking positive on a wider picture. The only problem is with this candle and the location. So I hope you understood what's happening in the bank nifty. Okay, so now let's quickly change our chat to the nifty. So here we have the nifty chart. Okay, let me just yeah. So here we have the nifty chart. So let's start with a weekly chart here also. Yes. So what you are seeing here, the last candle is not the candle we should be talking about. We should be talking about this candle first. Okay. So this candle is what it is representing. It is last week's price action of the Nifty here. So if you happen to draw, okay, a resistance line right there, okay, because here you can see it's a there is a reason to draw resistance line there, because that's a swing high. It's a bullish, sorry, a bearish engulfing pattern. So the high of the bearish engulfing pattern should be considered as a resistance area, right? So last week's price action in the Nifty has given us a whipsaw from this level. We have seen Nifty coming out of that till 22,617 almost. Yes, 22,619 to be exact. And from there it started falling down, and towards the end of the week, what you have seen is we have not seen a close above this area. So if you had seen a close above that, then it should have been a different, it would have been a different scenario, it would have been positive. But here it's not the case, same like the bank nifty. But what's good here is we have seen a gap up opening. This is a fresh day, fresh week. So we have seen a gap up opening, but the opening is fine. But we need to wait for the close. For that, we still have a couple of days to go. But from the last week price action, what we can understand is, in fact, the candle is not as big as uh, the candle that you have seen on a bank nifty, but it's still bullish. It's still bullish to the point where it reached the resistance area. So now here on a weekly chart, it's also telling us, like bank nifty, that it is at the resistance area. So you need to pay attention here. So anything that happens after this on a weekly time frame with a close above this, with a confirmation candle, is a good sign on a very wide time frame, on a weekly time frame. But until that happens, you need to be very careful here too. And on the downside, this can be, this entire zone can act as a support area for the nifty if it starts falling down. But that big of a fall happens very rare. So you need to wait and see what's going to happen here, okay, for the next week. And don't worry, we talk about the weekly chart every week. So let's keep that for this weekend. After, so by then, let this candle get close so that we can get some weave on the Nifty weekly chart. So it's the same scenario. Both Nifty and Bank Nifty are looking bullish until they reach resistance levels on a weekly chart. So you need to be careful on a weekly chart on a wider time frame. So now let's try to l- reduce the time frame and see. Let's see what's happening on a daily time frame of the Nifty. As you can see here, see, this is the high we are talking about. And the real problem starts with this candle. See, on April 4 we have seen a gap up opening, but instead, so if this is a positive close, and then after that, if you had seen another candle with a positive close, and has a higher high than this, higher low, and preferably higher close, in that case this would have been a positive situation altogether, even though the weekly chart of the bank nifty is looking a little troublesome at the resistance area. Here the breakout with the confirmation candle here would have been a different situation. So I'm talking about this. So if you had seen a candle close like that, preferably in green and with like this, okay, if you had seen, instead of this red candle, if you had seen a couple of green candles there, then it would have been a different scenario. But it's not the case. So Nifty tried on April 4 to reach new levels, and on that particular day the high was 22,619, and then that day towards the close, it has given us a close at 22,514, and in fact on that particular day it has gone all the way to 22,303. So this tells us that there is a lot of selling pressure on that particular day. So after that, the last week, the last working day, last Friday, on the Nifty is looking positive, but it's still below this. Okay, so this is today, and today is all-time high, and it's all-time high close today. So it's one of those milestone days again in the Nifty. So today's close is 22,666 in the Nifty 50, and that's the our high close that we have seen in the Nifty so far. So this is a positive close. So now, after this pullback, okay, there was a small pullback, and after this we have seen a positive close, right? So it's better to stay, okay, and wait for some more price action to happen, instead of directly jumping into this. Okay, yes, of course this is looking positive on a Nifty's chart, unlike bank Nifty. So here, let's quickly check the bank Nifty chart. On a bank Nifty chart, it's definitely looking very troublesome because this is a doji candle. But here, the coming back to the Nifty chart, here it's not looking that troublesome in the Nifty because it's not a doji. In fact, it's a healthy green candle. So there are a couple of reasons for that, because see, this being the all-time high in the Nifty in the past, we saw that in the month of March, and after that, this today is not the first time we are coming back to that level. In fact, a couple of days back, see, even on this particular day towards the end of the March, we have seen Nifty trying to come there, and it's playing some sideways action there, and after that we have seen this breakout, which is healthy. But that's not the case in the bank Nifty. Let's change the chart to the bank Nifty. Okay, yes. So that's not the case. So this was the all-time high, which happened in the month of December 28th. And after that, this is the first time we are getting into this resistance area. So there is that tension in the bank Nifty, because it's the first time that it's coming to this area. But that's not the case here in the Nifty. So the Nifty is definitely looking good, but this is not enough. You need to see a confirmation candle and let it retrace back, and then if you see a positive confirmation, and then let the bank Nifty also come out of that resistance area, then you can be extremely positive. So I hope you have understood how both Nifty and bank Nifty are looking on a weekly and daily time frames. So let's quickly now get into the 5 minutes time frame of the bank Nifty and Nifty. So what we have here is the Nifty chart. So it's very obvious. It started with a bullish engulfing pattern. It started with a gap up opening, and after that, it has seen a very good price action, okay, with higher highs and higher lows. So here it struggled a bit, but after a lot of sideways action, it has given us a breakout at this point at 11:35, and after that, it has barely seen a pullback again into this area. It has continuously, we saw a momentum towards the upper side, but the moment we touch the high levels in the bank Nifty, because of that pressure, you see, we have seen a huge fall towards the downside. This is a pretty big fall. That is why we are continuously asking you not to be aggressive on your quantity until you know what's happening in the market. Okay, so always pay attention to your risk versus reward ratio, and then place your trades. So after that, again, we have seen a rise and a pullback, and things started settling from there, and we have seen a close above this, and towards the end again, there is a slightly negative momentum after 2:30 in the last hour. That's towards sideways as well. Okay, so this is how the bank nifty is. So for sorry, this is how the nifty is. So we cannot say that it's bearish because of this one candle, because this level is still holding up. That level is still holding up. So if you see a flat opening tomorrow, and if you are in between these two levels, then you have to be extremely careful. There is a high chance for the Nifty to go towards the sideways action, because both these levels are very strong. One from this level, and also this is the round figure level for the Nifty. It is almost 22,699,700. So it is a new a round number in the Nifty. So it's definitely acting as a resistance, as we can see from there. And at the same time, we have touched the all-time high in the Bank Nifty today. So both worked towards the negative momentum. Towards this level. But if this level holds up tomorrow, then you know what to do. You have to, if you have all the signs, if you have the candlestick pattern, if you have the location, if you have your risk versus reward ratio playing all in your favor, then you can definitely go. But remember, you know your risk versus reward ratio is very important, and you cannot afford to play in large quantities than your risk appetite. Okay, so it's going to be interesting tomorrow. So if you see a gap up opening, and if you see a pullback at this level, and if you see a strong candlestick pattern there, a good bullish sign there, then you can go towards the upper side. But anything happens in between, you have to consider it as a sideways. But if you see a gap down opening, and prices running into this, and if you see a negative formation there, then you can expect it to go towards the downside. But don't take it as a confirmation. Always wait for the price action, and let your intraday swing highs and lows form, and based on that, you uh, draw your resistance and support levels, and then trade accordingly. So that is how Nifty start was. And let's quickly look at the 5 minute chart of the bank Nifty here. So this entire zone is drawn from the weekly chart and the daily chart. So see, the moment you saw a breakout here at 12:35, you see what happened is there is no confirmation candle after that. So whenever there is no confirmation candle after that, it's not a original, it's not a genuine breakout. So the real fall has started from this doji. Okay, 1320 candle on a 5 minute time frame. That it hinted us that there is a trouble at this point. And when you get a doji like this, this is extremely flat. Okay, this doji has got a very small real body. So if you see, and this candle is also called as a rickshaw and candle, candlesticks in a Japanese terminology. But that's just for the knowledge. But what you have to remember here is, whenever you get the doji at an all-time highs, then that's a very negative sign. So that's what happened here after this. So it is extreme. See, the first sign comes from here. So here you know that it is not a positive breakout, and then a candle like that should definitely make you stand on your toes and observe what's happening. So you have seen a great fall towards the downside. So that's it. I hope we have covered a decent enough of content today, from all the weeklies, dailies, and the daily, uh, on an intraday levels on both Bank Nifty and Nifty. So what this is what we're asking you to do. So every day when you open the chart, try to understand what's happening on a wider time frame, and then absolutely you should be attending attention to all these swing highs and lows at your intraday levels, and then wait for the genuine breakouts, and then try to trade accordingly. So if you have any doubts, please let us know in the comment section. And uh, hope you have understood something from today's video. So let's catch up in another post market analysis. Until then, happy trading. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, let you know you have to hit that subscribe button to know, or to follow a content like this, because this is a channel where we do talk about Indian stock markets by using the live chats, by using the fresh chats every day, by using the post market analysis. So that's it, guys. Thank you, and see you soon in another video.